Welcome back to another episode of Build Your Difference. I'm your host, Pierre Walters. Today we're exploring a topic that resonates deeply with entrepreneurs, small business owners, and anyone looking to discover their own unique space. The power of authenticity. Authenticity is a beacon of connection and inspiration in a world saturated with noise and imitation. Let's explore how being true to oneself fosters lasting relationships and ignites passion in others. Authenticity is a cornerstone of success in entrepreneurship. When you operate from a place of genuine self-expression, you attract like-minded individuals who resonate with your vision. This creates deeper connections, not just transactional relationships, but bonds built on trust and shared values. Let me share an anecdote that illustrates this beautifully. A few years ago, I attended a networking event where the guest speaker was an entrepreneur named Sarah. She ran a successful wellness brand focused on holistic health products. And what struck me most about her presentation wasn't just her impressive sales figures or marketing strategies, but her story. Sarah opened up about her struggles with health issues and how those experiences shaped her brand's mission. She spoke candidly about her challenges, including how she sometimes felt lost and unsure if she could even turn her passion into a viable business. Instead of glossing over these difficulties, she embraced them, sharing how they fueled her commitment to creating products that genuinely help people. And as Sarah spoke, I noticed the audience's reaction. People leaned in closer and some were visibly moved. Her authenticity created an emotional connection that transcended typical business talk. Being vulnerable and honest about her journey inspired others to buy her products and fearlessly pursue their passions. This brings us to our first key takeaway. Authenticity breeds connection. When you share your true self, your struggles, your triumphs, your values, you invite others into your story. They see you as relatable, rather than just another entrepreneur trying to sell something. In today's digital age, consumers are bombarded with choices. Brands often compete on superficial factors like price or flashy advertising campaigns. But what truly sets successful brands apart is their ability to connect authentically with their audience. Think about companies like Patagonia or Tom's Shoes. They don't just sell products, they embody values that resonate deeply with their customers. Patagonia champions environmental activism. Tom's promotes social responsibility through its one-for-one model. Each purchase leads to giving back. These brands thrive because they stand for something bigger than themselves. They communicate authenticity through every action they take, from product sourcing to community engagement. This builds loyalty among consumers who want to support businesses that are aligned with their own values. Now let's shift gears and discuss how authenticity can inspire others beyond consumer relationships. It can also motivate those around you within your own team or network. I worked alongside a founder named Mark during my early days in entrepreneurship. Mark's leadership style was rooted deeply in authenticity. Unlike many leaders who masked vulnerability behind bravado or authority, Mark openly shared his decision-making process with our team, the successes and the failures. One particular instance comes to mind when we launched a new product line that didn't perform as expected. Instead of hiding from disappointment or blaming external factors, Mark gathered us for an open discussion, encouraging feedback without judgment. He admitted his mistakes, miscalculating market needs, and asked us what we thought went wrong so we could learn together, moving forward rather than dwelling on setbacks individually. That moment transformed our team dynamic. We felt empowered knowing our opinions mattered. It fostered creativity and innovation because everyone contributed ideas freely without fear of criticism. Mark taught me how authentic leadership inspires collaboration. It creates an environment where people feel valued for who they are rather than their titles. So here's our second key takeaway. Lead by example through authenticity. As entrepreneurs or leaders within any organization, we've got to embrace transparency. Share both highs and lows along your journey. Encourage open dialogue among colleagues and peers. When individuals feel safe expressing themselves authentically within teams, they become more engaged and motivated to achieve collective goals, ultimately driving overall success. And as we wrap up today's episode on the power of authenticity, remember this. Being true doesn't mean being perfect. Embracing imperfections while striving towards growth allows you to build meaningful connections and inspire others along your entrepreneurial journey. So ask yourself, how can you show up authentically today? Whether sharing personal stories behind your brand or leading with openness among your team, make intentional choices that reflect who you truly are. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Build Your Difference. If you found value in this episode or know someone who might benefit from hearing it, please share it. Let's create communities built upon trust and authentic connections. Until next time, I'm Pierre Walters, reminding you to keep building your difference. You've been listening to another episode of the Build Your Difference podcast. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and if you have any comments or questions that you'd like us to cover, please let us know by chatting with our guidance team at mybranddesk.com. Just visit mybranddesk.com and click the Speak to a Guide button at the bottom corner of the screen. Just let us know your question or comment, and we'll take it from there. Stay tuned next week for more on today's topic or something new to help you live your entrepreneurial life to the fullest.